asking you is that is the man there to fight for his personal interest or for the interest of the people? Let me listen to this voice note. Hopefully we will get a better voice note this time around. If not, then we'll move on.
The name Kenya say some biblia Ghana for any MPs and data attack Canadian. Baby Yanokre. Nina and because the MPP form they know Kennedy is the right person. But they all here beside.
So you're welcome back to the Orange Sunrise in Orange 107.9 FM. So we're still on the matter of Kennedy Ohene Japan, and the question we are posing to you is that we've read so many allegations from his quarters. He has said, first of all, the vice president was bribing or bribed constituency chairman with 100,000 Ghana cedis and pick up each. He has also said he was offered $800 million in order to not contest in the MPP primaries. This morning, he's receiving some allegations. Oprayansa said he requested for $500 million and said that Kennedy Ohene Japan was tasked to discredit, attack Anas Armia Anas, a man the president said in opposition that he will use his principle to fight corruption. According to Oprayansa, Kennedy Ohene Japan was taxed or contracted to finish him, so to speak, to attack him. And when he was done with the job, he didn't get paid, and he threatened the government that, oh, I'll show you something. I'll ensure that a minister's secret audio, video will be publicized, etc. We'll come back and continue, but let me read this message. This one says, good morning, Alpha. Honorable Ken is never fighting for himself and will never fight for himself. He is fighting for Ghana, somebody who has created employment for a lot of people. What do you think that person will do if he's given the bigger opportunity? Dr. Bawumia should tell us one job opportunity he has created out of governance. Ken is far, far more better than Dr. Bawumia, who has contributed to this economic hardship. People are following Bawumia because of their selfish interest. I would trust Ken far more than Bawumia. No Ken, no vote. From Ohene Dankwa Kentin Krono. Insenye Ohene Dankwa. You guys want to add you want to say something?
Alpha,
because I have a serious thought to share this morning.
Alpha, before you share your thought,
yes.
My point has always been that when you are going for election, some of these things happen. But if you don't regulate them, if you don't control them,
you see, there's some of this thing that you guys say happened. And David earlier on was saying that is his normal talk, kind of. You see, the fact that we are normalizing, if indeed these are falsehoods
alone is
by
a problem.
people who want to lead our country, it's a problem.
Yeah.
And it's not surprising that people think politicians lie themselves in government. And then when someone has lied to win your vote, what do you think you will do in government?
Continue lying in administration.
So the fact that we can describe someone as his normal way of talk and the normal seems to be falsehood, to me is a problem. Or the normal is just to throw tantrums without any, to me is a problem.
And you want to lead it.
And a man can quickly arrive at any conclusion, to me is a problem. We shouldn't normalize these things, especially if you want to be a leader of this country.
I think
you can be some bad corner.
You can be somewhere, but if you want to lead your country,
and this is your project, you want us to normalize? No, we won't normalize it.
No, you can't.
It's not normal. It's very abnormal. Yes.
We are not. I mean, I agree with you to that extent that for somebody who would want to lead their country, some of the comments he has made. Yesterday, I was watching his video on Twitter. You know, the second lady Samira Baumia, on one of the campaign platforms, said that
even though she didn't mention his name.
Yes, he said, Ebimo Didia means those kind of. It was just a political campaign that don't vote for them because one man or Mokandi or Moped, that kind of statement. Yesterday when he was asked, I don't want to respond to the second lady because some respond there now. Like how?
What I told you.
I was like, how? That is not enough. Dr. Amachi Boateng, our very good friend, Amachi Boateng, in one of his interviews as an academic, said that he doesn't see Kennedy with an economic background. So looking at where we are, at least even if we are, he was making a general statement across board. Even if we are to pick somebody, we should probably not pick a politician or anything. Let's look for somebody with a little bit of economic background. Look at how he attacked Amache on Time FM. Amache is daft, Amache is this, Amache is that. He's holding PhD, looking like he's wise. Alpha. And some of the times I wonder.
You see, the last time when you asked the question amongst the other potential presidents,
yes,
who do I think will relatively do a good job? And I said Kennedy Ohinajapo.
Yes.
But I still think, like, the choice is not that easy. It's a difficult choice to make, seriously. Because you see, I'm looking at Kennedy Ohinajapo. I'm looking at his history. I may be wrong. I'm seeing a man who, if he doesn't get what he wants, he's ready to bring the whole building down. That's the kind of personality I'm getting from him. That it's either my way or there's no other way.
There's no other way. And
if I'm not getting what I want, then
everything should scatter. And if a leader has such a problematic. If a leader has such a composure, that is very bad. It's a very serious. So if there's an international crisis and your advisors on foreign policy comes to you to say something, this one, and you think that at that particular point in time the best way is to do this, you are just going to get up and you are going to lead the country somewhere. Because if you are already communicating a posture that says that it is either my way or no other way works, and if you insist on your way, we will scatter the place. We've seen him say things about his own political party in the past because he disagreed with them. Your own political party.
You see the way he dealt with Anas. You understand? What I mean, you can have your own issues with the methodology of Anas, but you can't also tell me that Kwesi Yentechi was a saint. I mean, the football people themselves, before Anas did what he did, were making all kinds of analysis in connection to Kwesi Yentechi, corruption, etc. And the man did that job, that expose. See, it was a consistent attack, and there were people who believed that it was state-sponsored. Now the allegation is that, well, he took money to do so, and in fact, when you listen to him, there are times where he said when there is a dirty job to be done, he's the one that they contract. He himself. Making that analysis that then you call me. Now Payansa is seeking to give us a view that the man said he was contracted to do this specific job to bring down Anas Armia Anas. And then when he finished the job, he wasn't paid, and he was like he's threatening the party. So my thinking of his personality, even though I have said that when you push me to the wall, I make, but you see, it's like him. No, he has a. It's not like he's a very comfortable choice to make. You understand? It's not like easy choice. Kennedy, he has issues that perhaps if care is not taken and he becomes president, we may have a lot of issues on our hands. Especially the way he sees things, especially if he thinks that things are not favoring him, and the way he approaches matters, and the way he can go all out to say, if you're not giving me what I want, it's something I'm not too comfortable with as a leader. Seriously,
I mean,
I'm not too comfortable having that kind of person.
No.
Even though I think generally what you can see, the choices that MPP themselves are giving us is a very, I don't know, but yes, Abina, you want to say something?
Alpha, Kennedy Japan seen on TV heard on radio is a very, very loud person. Naturally, he's a very, very loud man. And it is said that empty barrels make the most noise.
What are you saying?
Okay. Alpha, you asked me to give you my...
No, I have the right to also ask you further questions. Yes. So I'm asking you, what do you want to see?
Empty barrels make the most noise.
So in other words, you think Kennedy is empty?
No.
Oh, okay.
We are in this country, or we've always been in this country where Kennedy Japan has always apologized for statements that he has made where he didn't take his time to investigate matters and all that.
He even went to the extent of apologizing to John Mahama. He even apologized to John Mahama. I mean, Alpha, like how?
True, Alpha. Rahim was making a very, very interesting
I don't know, I think...
that if things don't go,
election,
Alpha, I'm just, I'm just imagining something. You've apologized to John Mahama, and you come back again as MPP flag to come and tell me not to vote for Mahama because Mahama is bad.
No, but you can apologize for the way he attacked him, but not to say he's the right person to lead the country. But you
attacked him because of his performance.
No, some of the attacks were personal. I mean, prior to 20, to the extent I will burn you, all of those things.
And somewhere to his achievements. And then you're apologizing for all of it. I'm looking at the ones you apologize for his achievements, not his personal ones. You don't need the personal ones. You attack somebody because you thought his achievements are poor.
Alpha.
Yes, I'm not going to.
Kennedy Japan is a businessman. Aside he being a politician, he's a businessman. And for every businessman, you are looking at getting a lot of contracts in order to make profits at the end of the day. Remember when he was making noise everywhere about the NIA contract?
Yes, he had problem with the then NIA chief. Yes, he called for his sacking.
He called for that man's sacking because he said he was giving the man's contract was 50% more than what he was offering. But when his wife was awarded 100 million Ghana city contract on electricity bulbs, the man kept quiet. So Alpha, it's all. So
the man who said, and you see, anytime when you listen to him carefully, when he's praising people because they are giving him something.
Yeah.
It's like education minister. Oh, he has given me contract.
No, I am trying to find you a certain voice where he said on Adom TV that he doesn't understand why they will leave him and give a contract to Ibrahim and Mahama. Wow. He said it before on Adom TV. He said openly said it.
Is this a man looking to fight for the
people? He said he doesn't understand why they didn't give him the contract and they gave it to Ibrahim Mahama. And he was venting.
He qualifies more than.
But we all bid and I win. And that is what as to what you said. If it is not his way, then no other way is right. That's the problem. We all bid for a contract and Ibrahim Mahama wins it. And you have a problem why they didn't give it to you and they gave it to Ibrahim Mahama. Then all of a sudden he will start drawing party lines, pushing businessmen to political parties. How?
You see, there are those who also see him as someone who can blackmail the whole party hierarchy.
Oh yeah.
And nobody says anything about
like it looks like when he's on a course, nobody is able to
he always has everybody's secret. I'm sure he has yours. He has mine. He has everybody's secret in this country. Me, if I talk, it will scatter. If I talk, it will scatter. Why do you keep on threatening and blackmailing people like that?
He's looking for Alpha.
Why?
So the choice, I don't know. Whoever becomes the MPP flag bearer, they have a lot of work to do. That's for that one. I can say, but it's not like the Kennedy people. Please, what we are trying to say is, it's not like your candidate is he's everything solid. No, he has issues that he needs to address, and the allegations that he has thrown out there. He also has a moral responsibility to respond to some of the allegations that concern him. Because you see, it is not only Opare Ansah saying that the Anas thing was state-sponsored. Back in 2018 when he began, or let me say it was 2019, when he began this whole thing, some members of parliament, including Suhini, there was a story I chanced upon where he said that he believed that the attack on Anas was state-sponsored and that the state deliberately is pushing the likes of Kennedy Ohene Japan to attack the work and of course the personality of Anas Armia Anas. So in essence, what we are saying is that Kennedy Ohina Japan, no doubt about the fact that he is a successful businessman. There's no doubt about the fact that when you hear him speak, he sounds passionate about Ghana, sounds passionate about the youth. But you see, it is also a fact that it appears that a lot of the things he does is to his personal interest. So a lot of the problems he has had with people, some people, is about him or people close to him. So that if people close to him are being fought, he sees it as a duty to fight back. Or if he's not getting what he wants, then he sees it as a duty to also retaliate in one way or the other. And a classical example is what Abuna told us, the NIA thing. And there are some other things that he has talked about. Now, when he is praising people, we hear him praise people who he thinks he has benefited from or has gotten something from. So then we're asking the question, this whole thing, is Kennedy Ohina Japan not the same as the other politicians who, first of all and most importantly, are looking for their personal interest first? And if we should vote for such an individual, is he the man who will fight for the nation's interest, fight for the youth's interest, and not his personal interest as a businessman, as a politician? And can we trust him as the president of the Republic of Ghana to work for us and not to work for himself and his friends and colleagues and people that he is in close contact with or in close relationship with? These are the questions we are asking. And a lot of you have sent in some of the WhatsApp voice notes. I'll play some of them before we make progress or we proceed. Stay with us.
Alpha, good morning to your cherished listeners. Yes, I agree with you totally when it comes to what you're saying about Kennedy Japan. To me, I don't see him to be a corruption fighter or something. I see him to be a blackmailer. Yes, because someone who has information about you and is waiting for you to act, for you to do something before he releases it. To me, it's a blackmailer, because if you know that Alpha is a bad man, Alpha is doing something which is not good, why don't you want to share with the world so you expose Alpha, but rather waiting for Alpha to do something to you? You dare me, I'll do this, dare me, I'll do that. Charlie, to me, I don't know why people think he can manage this country. Someone who telephone wire, someone who can't even manage the things that come out from his mouth, someone like this to lead the country. If you want us to go back 10 years, then we can vote for him, because he will lose it. He will lose it when he becomes a president, because the pressure on the seat, you need compatibility. I don't know how to put it, but then you need to be serious. You can't tackle the issue of the nation just like the way maybe you have a problem in your business. Maybe this guy is not coming to work, so I've sacked him or something. It's different from managing a nation. Currently, as we sit here, we don't know what's happening in Sefi, you don't know what's happening in Northern Region, you don't know what's happening somewhere else. You see, so it's not about you being hard, or you are a no-nonsense man. That means you can manage a country. No, you need systems to check. Systems, not the human. You don't need humans to check. It's systems to check the failures and all the errors. So Ghanaians, I always say, most of us are very vulnerable. Thank you.
So that is Kingsley. Let's listen to this other voice note as well.
Good morning, Alpha. Kakam pesa mekanese. Pesa Akufo-Addo angata ne ye so ome president. So into ono ba no na henkwa ne chairman mu nyira na namo. Enti power enti na okofa ba o me abedi lechi. So obey president na oyi senior minister. Mr. Honorable Safmaf. It is senior minister. He is more than the vice president. It's already But my contribution in there, we don't make it, but it's difficult to control as of for Kenofuyata and Akufo-Addo. Mo free mo crowd be na. Omo do bo omo mind that. It only as an able man. Senior minister, finance minister, and the president. It's a reset. But me amra. No, so my energy there. Because honorable can there. And in fact, in one of his
Thank you very much for also coming through with your thought this morning. Let's listen to this other one.
I'm NY Opoku Solomon, aka NY Soldier. Ghana for Mama in the one. Kennedy no Pia Obetima Boa.
But your voice note to him say voice no form too much in tea. Sign record for brain. Okay, let me listen to this one. You can also send yours on 0541 0548 501 584.
Good morning, Alpha. My name is Nana Bachi from Adiembra. I'm going straight to the question. Between Bawumia and Kennedy, I'll choose Kennedy because he's shown his competence in employing over 6,000 people in the country. So if this person is given the mandate, I think he can do more, And I think he's the Donald Trump kind of guy. Yeah. If you're doing something bad, he might take a good decision when it comes to corruption and all that.
Okay. Apologies. It looks like the voice notes that I'm getting are too down. Please, this very one, please, you can record it again so that, and increase the volume so that we can hear you clearly. Okay. Let me see if I can hear this.
Thinking about more.
Okay. So. 054 8501 584. That's the way that that's how you can send in your voice note to us this morning.
They thought he will be revealing that secret because of the way he talks. Or what is the strategy for bringing out that, that kind of allegation? And since Kennedy has respond to that and bring it out another figure means there was a meeting and one was offered to me instead of one requesting. These people in government right now are corrupt.
Okay. That is his view. Let's listen to this one.
Yeah, good morning. To me, I think Bawumia is not a good choice. Neither is Kennedy. However, between Kennedy and Bawumia, I'll always go in for Kennedy because Bawumia has always been in power. He has been in power to Akufo-Addo. If he had something to offer the nation, he would have done it a long time ago. So this is not a chance he wants to come. I mean, Bawumia coming is like giving Akufo-Addo another 8 years or another 4 years. It's simple as that. So me, I prefer Kennedy over anything. Bawumia, no, it's not a choice. Bawumia is not a choice for this country at all.
Yes. David.
Ali.
I'm told you want to say something.
Yes.
Before I go to my friends.
Now, I'm trying to hard to understand what my other colleagues were talking about regarding Ken's personality.
So the question is he in the contest?
Yes,
for
I'll address that. I'll address the
so that was what they
I'll address the self-interest matter. But it appeared they were talking about his personality. How he talks, his loose talks, how he behaves in public, how he cannot manage his tongue and those things. But Ali, we've had history of such personas in our body politics in this country before. We've had that. That kind of personality or trait. We've had that in our body politics before. From 1982 to 1992. We all know the personality who was leading us. But at a certain point in time, Flight
I'm
Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings.
Sure
He had loose talks. Sometimes he even made trouble comments.
Like
those days, he made trouble. But I don't want to go into it. But at the point in time, that is why we in the presidency we have council of what elders. We have diplomatic, calls. We have those things that you do as you build on. You become shaping. Do you get me? Even in our traditional setup, sometimes somebody becomes a king. We try to mold him to assume that status. So his loose talk and his his tongue and his personality. And one thing again I want to also address is that if you do something to me, how I would react is in me. If I step on Abner's toes, how Abner would react might be different from even if I step on your toes. So when it comes to how he reacts to certain things, that has been, that has gone on in the past, that is him, Kennedy. That is how he chooses to react to certain things.
But you see, but if it was his personal life, nobody will have.
So I'm saying that when
this
he
is a
moves,
man who is seeking.
yes, when he moves,
we can have him insulting women in a very way that we can't even.
So when he moves,
is this the kind of
it is when he moved to the presidency. That is what
you hope that he will change.
You have council of elders around him.
No, but if you have council of elders, they can't compel him to listen to them.
I'm saying
so he can choose to listen and he can choose not to listen.
So yes, so that is why.
What if he decides not to listen?
We have not gotten there.
That is why people don't want us to get there because they don't know what you expect.
So I'm saying we have not. But
you don't know who the president.
These are the possibilities. These are the possibilities that is ahead of him. You get me? So the onus will lie on him to choose to listen to his council of elders in those and other people who are around him to manage how he how he talks and those things. But now let's come to the issue of the self-interest you're talking about. I also listened to a voice interview of Ken. And when he went to the northern region, he had a very lengthy chat with that guy, in the northern radio or something. And he said that the reason why he wants to become president is that at a point in time, he had an idea. He had an idea and he suggested that idea to the Ministry of Fisheries or something concerning fish issues. How we can, can fish in Ghana, make fish, add value to fish. So that it will not, you're not going to be exporting fish in its raw state and after 2 days or 3 days it spoils. But he suggested that this is what he feels, and he also brought in people who are ready to help us go into that direction. But he said the ministry.
He brought in investors.
He said people. He said people.
That's what that means.
People, whether people or investors, whether people or investors, they were people who were prepared to help Ghana can fish, so that at least
the ministry didn't agree.
Yes. So that is where the personal thing comes in. No, if it is not his idea, then okay. Then so he said that in the interview. He said that okay. Then he said that no. I have suggested this beautiful idea to the ministries. They are refuting it. Then I want my people. I want to lead. I want to no.
I will be doing that.
No, I want to lead so that my ideas, the ideas that I have for Ghana, I can be able to actualize those ideas. So I think that it's not about his self-interest. It's about his ideas that he thinks that yes. The ideas for the youth, the ideas for the country that he thinks will better the lot of Ghanaians. That people, because of their parochial interest in the ministries.
As for the people,
their parochial interest in the ministries.
It's not his parochial interest.
But if the
I like the way you see everything coming from
the plan that if you listen to the man very carefully, you ask yourself, what is in Ken that has made him accomplish so much in business? What is in him? It's not easy to establish a business and make it.
Is he the most successful businessman?
I'm saying no, but he's one of the most successful businessmen in Ghana. That is undisputable. That is a fact. So what is in him that has made him to achieve so much in the field of media, in the field of fisheries, in the field of cassava, the porn industries? You're talking about even he having the biggest fish, coastal fish in Ghana. He has done so many things. And when it comes to even the dirty work of this same party, he is the same person doing it. So what is in him? What do they see in him?
And that see him as the most competent to do those dirty work.
So it means that
other people
it means that there is something in him.
He's the one who can do that.
I'm saying that, so it means that there is something in Ken. Okay. Every time and then you say that when he makes an allegation against the party, it's like they are afraid of him. They cannot do anything to him. The disciplinary committee, where is the disciplinary committee of the party? It means that there is something in Ken.
So that's what
there is something in him. So let us give him the nod so that thing in him will come to fruition so that all of us will see it.
Okay.
So
Thank you very much.
I think that it is not about his self-interest, but it's about his ideas, personal ideas that will help grow this country. That people are stepping on. People, because of their cheap or self-interest, they don't want those things to be realized. That is why the man wants to become the president. When he becomes the president, he's going to veto cabinet.
Thank you very much. That is the thought of David. For me, I think if you are going to vote on November 4, if you are deciding on Kennedy or Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, see, let me tell you, I think that Kennedy Ohinja-Japan is not the person a lot of people think he is. I think he's like a lot of the politicians you've seen. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be fooled. Yes, he might be a successful businessman, but he has strong interest to the extent that if he doesn't get what he wants, then everything can come down. He can destroy everything. He's a president who can likely become a president who can blackmail people. He's a president he's likely to become a president who will think about himself and the people around him, and that he will not be a different president, and that the corruption we keep complaining about will still be with us. That's a possibility. He's the kind of president who perhaps will come and do all the things he wants to do, and nobody can tell him anything because he thinks it's the right thing to do. He is possibly, or he is likely to become the kind of president who will not even have time to analyze situations and may hurriedly jump into conclusions. And by the time we realize the whole country is in serious problem. Okay? So I think that just like we've said for other politicians, Kennedy is not a saint. So when you're going to vote for Kennedy, know that he comes with his baggage and he comes with his positives. Okay? It's not like for him, everything Ghana. No, he's thinking about himself. Because at least we've talked to you about a lot of things that he has had, a lot of things that he has said, a lot of things that he has done. And mostly when you listen to him carefully, it's about me. It's about me, the contract I got this one helped me, I was this, I went to him, he didn't listen to me. That is me. So when you hear a lot of people saying me, those things, be very concerned about them. Because the possibility is that everything is about him. So when you're voting for Ken, also have this in mind. Yes, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, yesterday we discussed him. So I think that it's important we spend much time on Kennedy Ohinja-Japan. So for you, when you're going to the polls, don't think, when you vote for Kennedy, Ghana's problem is solved. No. You can vote for Kennedy and he can become a West president. You can vote for Kennedy and the corruption will be too much. You can vote for Kennedy and the likes of Kwesi Ntechi will become your minister for sports. See the way Kwesi Ntechi was behaving. You can vote for Kennedy and the judges who were taking bribe, they can become your other people because he was their friends. He was fighting for them. The judges that were taking goats to dispense justice wrongly, Kennedy Ohinja-Japan was fighting for them because he thought that Anas has maltreated them. You can vote for Kennedy, and if you're a journalist like he did for Erastus, you can call for people to come and beat you. You can go for, so those are the things that you should also have in mind when you vote for Kennedy. He comes with his positives and his negatives, just like the vice president. I think in conclusion, what we can say is just like a professor said, that Ghana or the MPP is giving us very weak candidates to choose from. when you turn left and you look at Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, you turn right and you look at Kennedy Ohinja-Japan, the choice is yours. I'm not a delegate, but you can decide whoever you want to become the flag bearer of the party. That's your own decision. But that's our conversation. Let's pick some of your thoughts on 0541022318. 0541022318. Let me see if I can pick my first caller. Hello, good morning.
My brother, long time.
Yes, your name and where you're calling me from?
Hey, I come over my brother.
Hey, I come over. Who should be asking? What's it? Akona mayenga sawa endingo. It's you.
You've made a fantastic argument.
Akona, unfortunately, We've lost you. Akonoma, you can alternatively send me a voice note there. This one said, all human beings are corrupt in one way or the other. If we don't take care, we'll vote for the best candidate or the worst tyrant in this nation's history. It's not easy. The choice is very, very difficult to make, isn't it? When you look at all of the people, the John Mohammeds, the Baumiers, the Kennedy Japons, it's not easy like that. Send me your voice note in your WhatsApp message. Let me listen to this one.
I'd like to say a very good morning to your listeners. And then concerning Baumia or Kennedy and everything that you are talking about, I think you are centering everything on Kennedy. This is what I think, because if we are supposed to put both of them, we are supposed to put them in front of the people and ask them to choose. So we have to say all the good and the bad things about both of them. Now, with Baumia, we don't know his flaws, because probably he is where people will tame him and then he would like to be tamed. And I've never seen anybody thrive in life without being him or herself. Most of the time, everybody that thrives is not the yes and massa person. That is what Africans are supposed to know. The yes and massa was given to us, was incited in us. You understand? So the yes and massa was for the slave masters, for us to obey. Nobody has ever made it by doing yes and massa. You will always be under somebody. So if the person is as he is, we can't even also tell what Baumia will do when he has power. Remember, power brings a lot of characters, and we cannot determine, because someone is harsh. He might come down. And you know what? If he even comes down, I'll be disappointed, because that is what it's in him that makes him thrive. And I think one of your panelists said it, and I agree with him.
Okay, that's a view. The reason why we are discussing Kennedy, because yesterday we largely discussed Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. So maybe, unfortunately, you didn't join the conversation yesterday. We looked at him, and of course, good morning.
Good morning, Alpha. This is Kingsley.
Yeah, Kingsley, our phone line, so make it snappy for us.
Okay, so I now understand why you always don't make David talk. Let me say something. David, let me tell you something. Remember, we don't learn. When Rollins was our president, today we talk. Rollins or her, and can we see. People were scared of Rollins, but was not scared of this.
Unfortunately, phone line, I'm not too sure we can pick calls. Let's do voice notes instead of calls. Send me your WhatsApp message on 0548501584. If you send me your voice note too, I'll read all of them for you. But if you want to increase sales, want to drive more traffic, business is so unpopular, even your neighbors don't know you, maybe yours is doing well, but you can do better. Here's why your business is lacking a certain vitamin D for digital media. So get your business to grow online with Black Ash services and make a difference today. This October, Black Ash is making it easy for you to get your business online at an affordable rate. Get an engaging Instagram and Facebook account, website, to television commercials, post promotions, Google business, graphics for your business, and so much more. Watch your business grow and connect with a global audience that won't hurt your pocket. This campaign is to help build brands and promote small to medium scale businesses online. Don't save for later. Call us now on 054 91 36 174, 054 91 36 174, or 0322 009605. 0322009605. Visit www.blackashservices.com. Now, come to Kumasi City Mall and do your shopping, because if you do come here, you get value for your money. The place is safe for you. You will enjoy your shopping experience. The Kumasi City Mall, we're going to treat you to scenes that will appeal to you. and it is the ultimate shopping experience you can have. The place is safe, it's secured, so if you are interested in fashion or maybe food or groceries or furniture or airline ticketing, make sure you come to Kumasi City Mall. At Kumasi City Mall, we do not compromise on anything. We go all out for you because you deserve quality. You deserve authenticity, affordability, and comfort. So for your shopping needs, your outings, your leisure, and relaxation, choose Kumasi City Mall. So in a case is certainly the pride of the city. It's 52 after 9. I'll take a quick breather. When I do return, we'll continue with the show. Stay with us, but keep your voice notes and your WhatsApp messages coming through. In due time, we'll share it with the rest of our listeners.
Quick credits on 030-220-0390 or 0596-920-833. Terms and conditions apply.
Allow yourself to be inspired as we play this while surrounding you with compelling and relevant topics to be in the day.
A unique blend of current events in politics.
Canadians is thrilled to bring you the latest in African fashion with a twist of global elegance. Canadians is an African designer where clothes are made to fit. We make custom outfits for engagements, weddings, and every occasion. We've got ready-to-go jackets, casuals, church and funeral outfits. At Canadians, we offer a diverse range of outfits tailored to suit all sizes and body types. The small, the medium, and plus size. So step into the world of chic style with our brand new arrivals from the UK. Treat your wardrobe to quality brand name shoes and bags like Clarks, 9 West, M&S, and Klein Aldo Kane slippers and bedded slippers. Allianz is open to all your wholesale orders from 10 pieces and above. Whether you are stepping out for a casual day or dressing up for a special event, we have the perfect accessories to enhance your outfit and elevate your style. Visit Canadians and experience the fusion of African culture and international sophistication. Locate Canadians inside Kumasi City Mall, opposite Saks Pharmacy in Edum, and Puma Arcade, same building with FedEx, opposite Edum Presby, Accra at East Legon at the Otano Curve. Call Canadians on 0244 795626 0244795626. Canadians where threats stop. Now let's talk about Ashanti Digital Innovation Week. Join us for the road to GDIW 23 Kumasi edition, a pivotal regional event on the path to the Ghana Digital Innovation Week in Accra, and it is now going to take place on November 3rd, that's tomorrow, at Prempeh Assembly Hall in the vibrant city of Kumasi. This event is your gateway to celebrating the remarkable accomplishment of the Ghana Digital Innovation Ecosystem. GDIW, a collaborative initiative of the Office of the Vice President, GIZ, and Embassy of Israel, stands as a beacon of Ghana's digital prowess. It showcases the innovation, creativity, and technological advancements that have transformed our nation's landscape. At the Kumasi edition, you have the opportunity to connect, network with fellow innovators, entrepreneurs, and digital enthusiasts from Kumasi and beyond. You'll gain valuable insights from industry experts through panel discussions, workshops, and keynote presentations. You'll get the opportunity to highlight your own digital innovations and projects potentially, earning recognition and support for your endeavors. We'll collaborate, that is, explore potential partnerships and collaborations that can propel your digital ventures to new heights. So don't miss your chance to be a part of this exciting journey as we pave the way to GDIW 23 and celebrate the digital innovation that defines Ghana's future. Register now and secure your spot in this transformative event. This message says, my brother, corruption costs us 3.6 billion every year. It has no place in our COVID-19 recovery. We need leaders who champion integrity and good governance. Technology can help us fight corruption and promote transparency. Hashtag end corruption. Hashtag recover better. One life in Kumasi sent us this message. Let's listen to this voice note before we get straight into our conversation.
Yeah, Alpha, this is Kingsley. So people were scared of Rollins. Let me continue. People were scared of Rollins, but people were not scared of systems. That's why when Rollins left, people started misbehaving. The indiscipline went up. When Akwesajima was then the KMA boss, see, who dare you? Who are you? For you to build in waterways. But when Akwesajima was no more, people started building in waterways. So she tell you, we don't need strong men, no. We need institutions, strong institutions. That's what Ghanaians did. Go to Rwanda. People are comporting themselves because of Paul Kagame. If Paul is no more, would they still follow suit? No, any panel will say no. Institutions. The man himself, I don't know, people don't even listen. I think I've been listening to Mind FM every day. I used to. And look at the way his mannerism when he gets angry. You see, and people are saying that David is saying that council of elders. Master, even Kofoda, who made him who he is, Odin attempt, na council of elders on appointed or don't made. Master, let's see, we have genuine businessmen now. They are not like him, but they are 10 times, 20 times richer than him in this country. And then hey, now Bunipa, why number and look at him. The other time he came on his radio and said he was insulting MPP because he went to bid for a contract and they gave it to someone, and he said it was he even brought something less, but yet they bypassed him and gave to someone. And look at the sacrifices he did. He bought 275 pickers for blah blah blah, a whole lot of issues. My guy, we are not kids in this country. We are not kids.
So that's Kingsley again. Mr. Joshua Fuga is joining me this morning. He is a member of the NDC Ashanti Regional Communication Team member, a former parliamentary aspirant in the Oforikrum constituency. Mr. Fuga, good morning.
Alpha, good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I hope you're fine too.
Oh, by God's grace, we cannot complain. So far as we are alive, I think the onus lies on us to give thanksgiving to the Almighty God. Mm-hmm. Because when you have life, my brother, you have hope.
Sure.
And we understand that the current economic situation doesn't give any hope. But for the fact that we have life, we can hope for the best. Let me say good morning to you. Good morning to your listeners. Good morning to the NDC fraternity and the floating voters who are waiting to vote against the MPP no matter the candidate they will present. Let me quickly go to my constituency and say a wonderful good morning to all the Oforikrum constituents, including both MPP and NDC constituency executives. In fact, let me say a wonderful good morning to incoming President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I call him the nation builder, the one who fought corruption like he fought a cancer, because he fought corruption under his watch. And these are not mere words. If you look at the data, the corruption perception index, prosecuting his own officials, even to the point that he presented some of them before the law court, and some of them even had to serve jail term. It clearly shows that this man was somebody who didn't stand on a position to clear his appointees anytime they were pointed fingers at. Wherever he is this morning, I want to say a very wonderful good morning to you. Ghanaians cannot wait for the comeback of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Alva, I'll take the opportunity.
Before you continue,
do you
know Akonoba?
Yes, I know him very well. He's a brother and a friend.
Oh, okay. You sent me a message. He said, please tell JFK that he should make my day. So you
I will.
A target.
I will. We just have to stand by the truth, and we just have to be very factual. Akonomba, this morning I say a very good morning to you. He's one of the few comrades that encourages me to do more. And I really appreciate him.
He used to listen to us and contribute, but for some reason he stopped.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he's back.
So Akonomba is back.
Yes.
So I think one day you should invite him to your studios.
Oh, we've invited him before.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
he's a brother. He's a brother.
Yes.
So as I was saying, NDC has created this platform for every single Ghanaian to support the funding of our political activities going into the 2024 general election. We believe that you don't have to let few people fund the political activities. It is always a recipe for disaster when few people fund the activities of a political party, because when you do that, what it means is that those people has invested a lot of money, and so therefore when the party comes to power, we will see things like this, the conflict of interest as we are witnessing, and this government. Because if you look at Kenan Furata, who is a finance minister, it is said that when NPP was in opposition, he actually used his money, in fact, his data bank, to fund the activities of NPP. So today, because of that, all the borrowings that we are borrowing as a nation, his company data bank is a beneficiary. And we are all sitting here witnessing this reckless self-interest and conflict of interest being perpetuated by the finance minister. We in the NDC are saying no. We are giving everybody the opportunity, so we have introduced the good governance card, because when we want good governance, we all have to be partakers of that good governance card.
Let me give Archibald the same minutes to also. I don't know whether he will greet or I don't know. Mr. Jesse, good morning. Yes. Morning. Let me hear you in 3 minutes.
So are you saying that Joshua had 3 minutes? Because I was listening to him when coming.
But at the time,
but you were not here.
If you had come earlier, we would have started on a clean sheet.
But 3 minutes. Let me put on record that you gave my brother Fuga more than 3 minutes.
You were late. Let me also put it on record that you are late. You just came.
But let me greet my party, the New Patriotic Party, under the leadership of the able, competent, and the visionary Nana Rodon Kwaku-Fodu. And of course, the incoming president, come the 7th of January 2025, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, His Excellency, who is also going to win this primaries come Saturday overwhelmingly. And he will be presented as the MPP's flag bearer. And he's going to encounter a man whose only vision is to do Nkukobu, and the other policy that he's espousing is to inundate our courts, our judicial system, with NDC lawyers. These are the two policies that so far former President John Dramani Mahama has espoused. And let not the NDC think that because times are difficult, Kenyans are automatically and necessarily going to vote for John Dramani Mahama. I have sat on this platform and I've said that he is not an alternative to any government, regardless of the performance. Because we knew what he did when he had opportunity to be the leader of this country. And the mess that he created for us. The doomsday that he placed us in. How he sold this nation to his friends. Either bringing in power badges or our ports. Giving it to that French investor. A port that was worth 7.9 billion. He ended up giving it to him for 3.8 billion. Where is the 4 billion difference? And this is John Dramani Mahama that the NDC is bringing. So we are not perturbed by his candidature. We want to go through our internal primaries, have a candidate, and then we'll deal with the matter. But let me say good morning and a blessed birthday to Dr. Eric Nkansa, the Director General for the Ghana Education Service. Today happens to be his birthday. In fact, he's proven to be a very competent hand in driving the transformational leadership of Dr. Educhum, the Minister of Education, and of course, the broader vision of His Excellency Nana Rodon Kwaku-Fodu. Today, we have seen some sort of peace, some sort of tranquility in the educational system.
things that we used to hear, strike actions, protestations, has become a bit minimal. With his coming in as the Director General of the Ghana Education Service. And today happens to be his birthday, so let me say good morning to him and wish him all the best even as he goes through his day. And finally, to the Honorable Minister responsible for Works and Housing.
You seem to, why do you...
No, you know I'm his boy.
Yeah. I didn't know.
You didn't know? Oh, yeah.
I thought you were...
You thought you were?
I thought you were more of... Wound to me.
Yes, but wound to me is a regional chairman.
It's different
facets,
responsibilities.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Honorable Sensubuachi, in fact, today he has confirmed and affirmed his position as supporting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. In fact, he has told his constituency.
I thought he said it a long time ago.
Yes, but I'm saying he has affirmed.
Okay.
So it's important because we are going through elections and the delegates within his constituency are listening to me. So, dear delegates of Bantam, and of course, regional delegates and across Ghana, the Honorable Sensubuachi believes that the sacrifices, the competences, and the vision of the Vice President is the one that we need at this juncture in our political life as a party, and he's asking that we endorse him come the...
So let's start the conversation. The MPP primaries. Let's start from that, because there have been a lot of issues. Countdown to November 4. But let's look at the allegations and counter allegations. Initially, it was Kennedy Ohina-Japan who alleged that the camp of Bawumia was given each chairman of each constituency 100,000 Ghana cedis, in addition with pickup. And he said he himself was offered $800 million. An outrageous sum of money to step down. Now this morning we played an audio by Opariansa who said, well, the man himself came to the Vice President and requested for $500 million worth of contracts annually. So what do you make of these allegations but coming from each quarters? Because Opariansa is with Bawumia campaign. Kennedy Ohina-Japan, of course, himself prosecutes his own campaign ahead of November 4. Let me hear you.
Alpha, it is very sad, what I can make of all these allegations is a deep level of corruption that we are witnessing under this government. I believe that when Anado was coming to power, or when he was campaigning as a then candidate for the MPP, he spoke about the fact that, looking at his age, he was going to fight corruption. And so today, when you listen to the conversation which is currently ongoing, and I don't joke with indicators. As a student of research, when there are indicators, the macroeconomic indicators, the microeconomic indicators, the corruption perception indices, the inflation rate, you seem to ask yourself certain questions. That why is it that we have high inflation rate? So I did some research, and I came to that conclusion that corruption, the higher the corruption activities of a certain government, the higher your inflation rate. In other words, corruption is directly proportional to inflation. So the more you record high corrupt activities, like the illegal printing of monies by BOG to fund the government's activities, which is not adding up to the economic growth, you will see it reflect in your inflation rate. So all these conversations boiled down to the fact that the Nanado-led Bawumia MPP government is a government that is swimming in corruption. Because as we speak today, if a whole $800 million can be offered to a single person for him to step down, if 100,000 Ghana cedis can be given to a constituency chairman, each constituency chairman, how many constituencies do we have in this country? 275 constituencies. And look at the money we are talking about. If
do you believe it? Don't
No,
you
I'm
think
coming.
it's just an
And I'm
allegation?
saying that look at your indicators. If these are allegations, it will reflect in your indicators. He said, no, wait. Baumia said that if the economy is weak, the exchange rate would expose you.
If the fundamentals,
if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose. I'm saying that when the government is corrupt, look at your inflationary indicators, because it is there.
So practically,
because if Professor Adai, Stephen Adai, and others will say that people are claiming $1 million before you are offered contract, and they will ask him to provide evidence. He's unable to provide evidence, but your inflationary figures will expose you. Your corruption perception index will expose you. You understand?
Figures are coming down, so it means corruption is coming.
No, where did they take it from?
Yes, but when you check in late 2022 coming into 2023, we're doing inflation around 40 something.
So the point I'm trying to make is that,
would you also say if inflation is coming down, it reflects that corruption is coming down?
Oh yes, okay. I would agree with you, and I'm telling you that immediately after their primaries, you realize that inflation will go up again. You cannot hide it. It's like a magic. You see, if a whole finance minister, in fact, if a whole former minister of state of sanitation can take the house up to a court of competent jurisdiction, suing the house up for stealing $1 million, CD equivalent of 12 million Ghana cedis. We are talking about 300,000 pounds and other cedis. All these things, if I ask for that one, we have evidence, because it is the minister herself who went to court that the house has stolen her money worth $1 million.
She said it's her money, it's not through corrupt.
Where did she get it from? Can't we question where she had the money from? You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that what I deduce from all these accusations, the 100,000 Ghana cedis per constituency chairman, the $800 million being offered to Kennedy Japan, according to him, and according to the Baumia team, 500. They are saying that he came for $500 million worth of contract, and that one was not even money. So it tells you the level of corrupt activities that we have been dealt with. But you know what? In all these things, I'm just very sad that MPP could not present to us credible candidates. Because if I look at the 5 candidates, in all honesty, I would have even gone for Adenimo, Professor Adenimo, because if you look at all the other candidates, they have served under this government. Look, when we talk about leadership, there are 5 basic qualities of a leader. So let us ask ourselves if these qualities are seen in this the topmost 2, which is Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Kennedy Japan. The first quality of a leader is integrity. Let us ask ourselves if Dr. Mahmoud Baumia has that integrity to salvage this economy from the economic mess that he has led as the head of the economic management.
Have you ever heard his name in connection to any corruption?
Yes, I have. Many of them.
Which
the recent one that the report seems to suggest that Charles Edubuahe, his name was mentioned. Yes, his name was mentioned in that corrupt activity.
Said it was,
and the PDS. PDS, he was the one that supervised the changing of the bank guarantee to the insurance guarantee, the fraudulent insurance guarantee. Oh, yes. Okay. Investigation has confirmed that. No. Are you not aware that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia was the one who instructed them to change the bank guarantee to an insurance guarantee?
I wasn't aware.
Oh, then I'm telling you, I'm even surprised that as a seasoned journalist like yourself, you are not aware that I will show you the source right now. Okay. You understand? Okay. He was part and parcel of PDS deal. In fact, he was the brain behind PDS deal. Because if you look, the brain behind PDS deal, because the key document, which was precedent, which was a condition precedent to PDS acquiring ECG, was the submission of a bank guarantee. Okay, and a bank guarantee is as good as cash. My brother, I'm coming. But when Dr. Mahmoud Baumia,
I'm asking you to wrap up on this.
Authorized them to change the bank guarantee to an insurance guarantee. After 8 to 9 months, we had the information minister coming out to come and tell us that, in fact, the insurance guarantee that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia had instructed them to use as a document condition to president for the disbursement or acquiring the ECG. In fact, that insurance guarantee was a fraud. Was fake.
I'll come back to you because we are listening.
So he has been part and parcel of every single corrupt activities in this country. I was talking about integrity before you came with your question.
I'm saying that we'll come back for you to go through the list. You've mentioned integrity, but let me take the thoughts of Mr. Jesse, Mr. Archibald, Jesse on what we've discussed so far. So, Mr. Jesse.
If you guys are online, can you share the link with me because
okay.
Or today we're not able to.
Yes, I think we'll
be. A friend wants to monitor me from US of A.
Okay, we'll stream live. We'll stream live very shortly.
Okay.
I've been supposed to ensure that. So, Archie.
Yes.
The allegation is that this is your primary. It's all about money. From $500 million alleged to have been offered or requested, $800 million offered. So some say you guys are insensitive to the plight of Ghanaians. Whilst we can't even afford 3 square meal, you guys are mentioning these figures. It means that you have the money, you've kept it. What do you make of that?
Let me greet my godfather. Nana also said so in that Chumampunia constituency. Honorable, you are watching me live this morning. I'd like to say good morning to you and also assure you that the delegates are behind you and come. The primary should be overwhelmingly endorsed as the parliamentary candidate for Chuma Mpunia. Afa, I believe that in every election, some of these things come up. And when they do, most of them are for propaganda or to, as it were, gain some political advantage over whoever these things are being said about. So, ordinarily, when the game begins to heat up and the days draw near, some of these things are expected. Nobody can dispute that. So I would want to give the Ghanaian and the listening public the benefit of the doubt that some of these things are done for political advantages, just so that you can mar the reputation of your opponent and probably gain some advantage.
So you think both allegations are untrue?
Oh, please, when you were talking, I was quiet. Stop that. No, sir.
No, he's not talking. Please, talk to
when you were talking, I was quiet. Yes. Make him up and say no.
Listen, so we are live. We are live. So have you shared the... Please, share it to Mr. Fugatu.
Yes. So these things are done. And when you listen to them, one is making an allegation, another one is not talking about allegation, but a request. If somebody is saying, give me 5...
It's an allegation that he requested.
Yes, an allegation of a request. If somebody is asking for a contract, it is not bribery. He is asking that he be given a contract to that sum. That is what, from our camp, we are saying that he was requesting for a contract. A contract, you will have some expectation, you have something to meet. You have some sort of fulfillment. So, for a businessman, if...
asking for that contract means that whether or not I qualify, give it to me. Because if you give me the assurance that you will give me 500 million worth of contract, regardless of the competitor, whether he is much more, he has the capacity or not, you will give it to him because. That's where the corruption comes.
You may want to stretch the argument in that regard, but I'm saying that when you are given a contract, there's an obligation to fulfill. A contract is like buy and sell. You be given money and you have to bring in something. So that is it. But like I'm saying, I don't want to take these matters seriously because I know that in the coming hours prior to November 4th, more of these will be coming out.
So they are not to be taken seriously. Don't you think your party should take it seriously?
Come on.
Should be probing these matters.
The IMF tranche that we received was around 600 million. So where do we have 800 million to give to anybody?
So that's why people are surprised.
So that is why I'm saying that people must understand that when you're going to an election and you have two front runners and it becomes very heated, some of these arguments will be made, some of these narratives will be put in the public space just so that they can, have some advantages with those who are going to vote. If you are listening and you are an electorate in the constituency and you are hearing that in the super delegates election, your chairman took 100,000 in a pickup, your expectation should be not less than 10,000. So these are things that are just being put in the public space just so that they can have some sort of advantage. Because I'll be angry if I happen to be a constituency executive or a electoral area coordinator or a police station executive and I did not vote in the super delegates and just a single person from the constituency who happens to be the chairman went and voted and had 100,000. I'll be angered. And this is the narrative that the opponent of Dr. Mamumbami are pushing strongly. But we have flatly denied this. We don't have any 100,000 to give anybody. The camp of Mahmoud Bawumia, we do not have any 100,000 to give to any constituency chairman, any regional chairman, or anybody. No, we don't. We don't. In fact, our campaign is being funded by philanthropists, individual businessmen, traditional leaders, and certain group of people who believe in the vision, the ideology of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That's it. We don't have any money to give. And we have said that Mahmoud Bawumia is winning these elections based on 3 main criteria. First, his competences. Second, his vision. And third, and most important, his sacrifices for the New Patriotic Party and for this republic. These are the things that are going to win Mahmoud Bawumia the elections come November 4th and eventually the 7th December 2024 general elections. Aside this, nothing else again. And the man has conducted himself perfectly. And we have refused to, as it were, wallow in the dirt with our opponents.
No, but now you are doing it. Now, Operiansa is engaged.
But you could tell that most of our leaders...
Or you think you've had too much from the other camp, so you are compelled to respond. If not, don't you think these allegations
which one?
Could change the minds and perception of delegates?
No,
the fact that 100,000 first of all was given.
Yes, and a pickup.
Yes.
But like I told you, we are not doing the campaign just on radio. I personally have been to several.
It looks as if the radio commentaries of Kennedy is affecting you guys, because when he talks,
it's not making any impact.
You think it's not making impact?
It's not making even a single impact, because I know that our team, including some sitting MPs who believe in the version of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, have visited the constituencies. We have engaged them. This question have come up. I was with Mantamas and Subuachi. We went to Aduato to meet 2 electoral areas. Then we came to Abreport to meet some other electoral areas. For the whole of the weekend, we were meeting delegates across the constituency, and the same is being done across Ghana. We are meeting them. This question is coming up, and we are denying it frankly. The minister himself has said that, look, if anybody should tell you that I was giving 100,000 to vote for Mahmoud, it is senseless. Okay. Why would anybody say that I was giving 100,000 to vote for Mahmoud? When we needed somebody to lead the election petition, when we needed somebody to take John Dramani Mahama on, it was Mahmoud Bawumia. And so if I'm voting for Mahmoud Bawumia, I'm voting for him for his sacrifices and his commitment to the Dankwabuzi Noble tradition, and not because I was giving 100,000. I mean, where is he going to get the money from? Where is he going to get the money from? So please, dear delegates, this election is about 2 main individuals. One has said that the New Patriotic Party lost the elections in 2022. One is also saying that it is possible for us to break the 8. Okay. It is possible for us to retain this party in government. And our commitment and sacrifices and devotion in ensuring that the New Patriotic Party retains power come 2024 and beyond is solid.
Stay with me. I'll come back.
But the delegates are supporting this.
I'll come back for us to continue, but let me take some. Let me take some messages. When I return, we'll be continuing. Stay with me.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities of 1,000 cedis and upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. Call Quick Credit today, 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
We are all big football fans, but there are some other sports that I'm personally a fan of, like tennis and basketball. Luckily, Betway mobile and online sports betting has introduced sports, casino games, bet games, and more on their platform for us to bet on. From football to roulette to esports to horse racing. Now, we can bet, win, and get paid instantly via mobile money or EFT to your bank. Visit www.betway.com.gh to play today. Remember, bet responsibly, no under 18. Betway, for the love of the game. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana.
Do you need a true friend? Then SIC Life is your choice for life. Enjoy 15% cashback payment on consistent premiums paid for the last 3 years without a claim, as well as a maximum cover of up to 50,000 Ghana cedis with the SIC Life Final Journey Plan Plus. The SIC Life Final Journey Plan Plus provides immediate cash out to meet the funeral expenses of beneficiaries and covers as many as 12 family members. You can now pay your premium for SIC Life Final Journey Plan Plus via mobile money. Just dial *170#, select 2, enter merchant number 307688 and follow the prompts. Call 0501-570-652 today to plan your future with SIC Life, your true friend for life. SIC Life, absolute peace of mind.
So you're welcome back to the show. So we have about 15 minutes to wrap up. We'll see if we can squeeze 2 issues within this. Okay, I said 15 minutes, not 15 minutes. About 25 minutes, sorry. So Mr. Fuga, my question to you will be, which of these candidates, because I've heard from Edujita Tamaklo who said Kennedy is much more, will give the NDC much more problems than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. For the NDC, should you be concerned as to who becomes the MPP's flag bearer? And will any of them make your work difficult?
Well, as someone who has contested for an election before on 2 occasions and also lost, I will not advise that we underestimate any candidate that the MPP will present after their November 4th primaries. We will win the election based on the track records of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Because I was trying to communicate to you the qualities of a leader.
Yes.
I started with integrity. Today, when we talk of one of the political leaders we have in this country who has integrity, you can never leave out His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Because he has been man of his words. If you look at the promises he made, if you look at the fight against corruption, which is a major issue confronting our economy. Because if you look at the Auditor General's report, the financial irregularities that we have recorded as a country during John Dramani Mahama's time was less than 900 billion Ghana cedis. Today, we are recording financial irregularity to the tune of almost about 15 billion Ghana cedis. In fact, it was 57 billion, but cumulatively it is 57. But for the 2022 annual year, financial year, we recorded from 12 to 15 billion Ghana cedis. So it should tell you something about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I keep on mentioning that we should not forgo our indicators. It is very, very important. Because when you look at the indicator, that is when you can be able to appraise the performance of every leader. So 2024 general elections will be won on the performance, the integrity, the competence of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Do you agree with someone who say Bawumia will make your work easier, relatively?
Of course.
Because he comes with...
Because when you look at integrity, let me give you the definition of an integrity. It is a practice of being honest and showing consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong morals and ethics.
You think he doesn't have it?
So if you look at Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who promised that he was going to make sure that every single Ghanaian had a bank account.
I'm not too sure.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who promised that they were going to build a sky train. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who promised that he was going to make sure, in fact, he told us that he has actually arrested somebody's currency, which is the US dollars, and put them in jail and handed over the key to the IGP.
2017.
Unless maybe he was joking. Unless
I
maybe
said it in jest.
No, I say unless maybe he was joking. You understand? And you cannot, as the vice president, as the head of the economic management team, joke with economic issues like arresting the US dollar. You understand? So when it comes to the integrity bit of it, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has lost it completely, because whatever he has said, in fact, if you look at Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, The president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is on record to have said that because he was a lawyer, he needed an economist, an economic wizard in the person of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as somebody who is a former deputy governor of Bank of Ghana to come and help him to salvage this economy. Today, what are we seeing?
Didn't he
under his watch?
Under
his watch, as a former employee of Bank of Ghana, today Bank of Ghana is making a loss, 60.8 billion loss, negative equity of 53.1 billion Ghana cedis. Somebody who was a deputy governor of Bank of Ghana before. Under his watch, we are recording the most highest inflation rate under this Fourth Republic.
Under his watch as
the head of the economic management team. That's what I'm saying. Because if Nana Addo chose you as his running mate,
BOG governor, why are you not blaming the BOG government?
You remember the economic management team that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia stood on the platform and then, actually praised them. You remember very well. Dr. Banja for, and he was maybe he was joking as well. You understand? So it is like he's always taking Ghanaians for granted. He was touting the economic management team. Dr. Jambafo, he was doing all those things. As usual, we know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the kind of person that he is. But I'm saying then again, that when it comes to even competence, unfortunately as Ghanaians, the MPP is presenting to us a candidate in the person of Kennedy Japan, whom to me will appeal to Ghanaians in respect of the MPP's ticket. Because do you know what? And even Kennedy Japan, should he be elected as the flag bearer of the MPP, do you know what will happen? In fact, the whole media journalists like you will come against him, because it was under him that we witnessed the gruesome murder of a journalist, that he, Kennedy Japan, actually showcased his video on his television, telling Ghanaians that whoever will see this man and then hurt him, he should come to him for money. He said that on air. A few days after declaring that reckless, useless statement, the gentleman was murdered. So I know that when Kennedy Japan wins this election, in fact, the media fraternity will be coming against him because of his track record of fighting against journalists in this country. And also, you cannot underestimate the churches in this country. Look at how he has insulted certain prophets and political and pastors and other Christian leaders we have in this country. So any candidate that they will present, in all honesty and all humility, the time has come for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to salvage this economy from the in-depth corrupt activities that this government has bedeviled us with. But I would suggest to the MPP that going come the November 4th, we are praying that they should give us somebody like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because it will be easier. Research has proven that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will win their primaries not exceeding 70% of the delegates who will vote for him. And that to us is very strong, because if you cannot win your primaries with a resounding victory of not less than 85%, because remember John Dramani Mahama won almost about 99% of NDC delegates and trusting the leadership into his hands.
Okay,
so what we are saying is that we know the establishment is behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. However, when he wins, a lot of the floating voters that decide the next government will vote against him because of his reckless leadership skills that he possesses. Thank you very much.
Archie.
Mr. Ali, when you listen to the NDC and the kind of argument they make when it comes to Dr. Bawumia, it would even amaze the devil himself. Is it not amazing that someone will sit here and compare the powers of a president, John Dramani Mahama, to a vice? Even that should tell you that then the vice really made an impact. Because you read the Constitution of Ghana, Article 56, 57, 58, all the powers are in the president. In fact, the vice president is described as a supporter of the president. And you can only have something to do when the president says so. every power has been given to the president. So sometimes when you listen to the NDC making analysis of when John Dramani Mahama was a president, as against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia being a vice president today, that should even amaze you. Because the buck does not stop with him. The decisions of this government, so mutu, rests with Akufo-Addo. He may have his views, his opinions, his contributions to this government. I will not sit anywhere to deny it. But everybody understands that this is none of this government. I'm coming. I'll address
those making, they say that
yes.
when it comes to digitalization,
I'm coming.
He's quick to take credit.
No, I am coming.
Did he do it as president? Why are you giving him that?
No, did you listen to what I said? I've said that I will not discard his contributions, his opinions, and his views as far as this government is concerned. But let me put it on record that digitalization today is Akufo-Addo's vision. Regardless of the contributions of Mahmoud Bawumia, it's his vision. If the president says stop today, he's stopping. That is a fact that nobody can dispute. Look at our fourth Republican dispensation. Every achievement is attributable to the leader of the government and the head of state, the president. You talk of Rawlings, he has his own heritage, he has his own contributions to this republic. Kufuor did the same, Mills did the same. We are not a party that gives people's heritage to others, unlike the NDC, who are quick to give the Legon Medical Center to Mahama, even though it was initiated, programmed by Mills. We don't do that. We stick to the leader of the day and his contributions. But you see, let the NDC think, let not the NDC think that they can sway Ghanaians with macroeconomic indicators and the argument that they make these days. Look, Ali, I am challenging you. Look at Ghana's inflationary rates. It only became abnormal in the year 2022. And we have explained that because of the fiscal gap that we had and the fact that the global market, the capital market was shut to Ghana. So we had to do public financing. And that is why our inflation rose to the levels that it went. Today, you yourself have said that it is dwindling. But look at the figures. In 2013, 11.67, 2014, during Mohamed Sine, 15.49, 2015, 17.15, 2016, 17.45, 2017, when we started, it came to 12.37. 2018, 7.81, 2019, 7.14, 2020, 9.89, 2021, 9.97. These are the rates. So you could tell that the only abnormal time that we experienced a skyrocketing inflation was in 2022. And we did explain that it was because the global market was shut to Ghana and we had to do public financing. That's it. But let's come to corruption. When you listen to the NDC make argument and they are trying to, very difficult to tie in the vice president, but they're not getting any evidence. Unlike John Dramani Mahama.
PDS.
I'm coming. PDS is the vice president within that ministry. I'm coming.
No, PDS. You should respond to PDS.
To Martin Amidu. Martin Amidu has confirmed today that if Ghanaians are looking for government official one who was involved in the global corruption scandal, it is John Dramani Mahama. In fact, Martin Amidu is on record to have said that when John Dramani Mahama was a vice president, as it is today with Mahmoud Bawumia, his president had to set up a committee to investigate him. It's never happened before. How scandalous can that be? That your own president, the number one, will set up a committee to investigate number two. That has not been said about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Have you heard anywhere that the president today, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, is even thinking of setting up a committee against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? But your president, Professor John Evans Atamils, had to set up a committee to investigate John Dramani Mahama. You're on record to have appeared on the global television channel, and when you were told to explain your corruption posture, you were unable to do so. This is public records. In fact, during the 2016 elections, the former president of this republic and the founder of the NDC, Jerry John Rawlings, is on record to have said a young man. I listened to him talk about Cecilia Dapa. Let me put it across that Cecilia Dapa is 67. She's been in the political space for quite some time. She's married to an 83-year-old architect who designed buildings like the Silver Star, the Mercedes-Benz headquarters in Accra. You are saying that this family cannot have $1 million.
$1 million.
I am coming. You are saying that this family cannot have. Look, you are saying that they can't have $1 million. But Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, according to Rawlings.
But he didn't mention
evidence. Oh, please.
But he didn't mention his name. To be fair, he didn't mention
the evidence.
According to Rawlings, said that on a single day.
Mr. Jesse, to be fair, he didn't mention his name.
He didn't mention what? Have you read the whole story? Have you read the whole story?
Where's the evidence?
I have read stories where it is pointing to Felix Ofosu-Kwakye. And on a single day, he purchased 2 houses, $3 million in cash. These allegations were made by no less a person than their former president and the former president of this republic and the founder of the party. Look at what they did to Buginabu. The story is here. in the run-up to the 2016 elections, they wanted to buy Bugi Namu with a car and 3 million Ghana cedis. Even pastors were not left alone in their bribery scandal. They went to Professor Marty, the moderator then by the Presby Church. They wanted to bribe him with a Trasaco mansion. We were here when we heard stories of vehicles being given to Legon girls. Young women were buying plush houses at East Legon under the presidency of John Dramani Mahama. Want to talk about corruption? I want to put it across that the New Patriotic Party delegates listening to me today, if you are deciding on who to vote for, we are voting for somebody who was brought into the public space by the former president John Addo Kufuor, and today he's the vice president of this republic. In the year 2001, when Kufuor became president, Mahamudu Bawumia was part of Kufuor's fiscal policy framework. When we're going to IMF, when we're going to the yes, I'm coming. When we're going to the global market for our HIPIC initiative, Mahamudu Bawumia was part of the committee that Kufuor set up. When we wanted to do our CD redenomination, Mahamudu Bawumia was part of it. In fact, when Kufuor set up a committee to go into the capital market, Mahamudu Bawumia was made a chairman. By 5 years, as a serving personal assistant to the governor, Mahamudu Bawumia was promoted to become a deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana by President Kufuor. When he came into the main framework, political framework, his contributions in the 2008 elections, 2012 election petition, the 2016 debates that he had, when he so handedly took on the candidature of John Dramani Mahama and his government and revealed the weaknesses and the incompetences and the corruption in Mahama's government. This was done by Mahamudu Bawumia, and that is why today he is not only being supported by the establishment within the New Patriotic Party, but the base as well. Go to the market areas, the constituencies,
I'll come back to you for
the polling agents. They are all saying that it is time for Mahamudu Bawumia to lead the New Patriotic Party to victory 2024.
Mr. Fuga, 3 minutes. Let's wrap up. I don't know whichever issue you want to.
I think with the issue concerning the Airbus scandal, just a few days ago, the former special prosecutor in the person of Martin Lamisi Amido has made a very profound statement that the investigation has been closed by UK's competence UK courts, and so therefore the matter has been closed.
He said it in his epistle or something.
Sorry?
He released an epistle.
Yes, I'm surprised that you are not getting all these stories. He's spoken to that effect, that it would be needless for. You remember recently.
And you trust him?
It's not about we trusting him. It's about you supporting whatever you are saying with evidence.
Okay.
You understand? Because is it not true that the UK court has closed that issue? And secondly, John Dramani Mahama was never investigated by former President Atta Mills. Let us change that narrative. John Dramani Mahama was never investigated. You understand? But what we know is that John Mahama, the nation builder, the one who has fought corruption more than any other government, the one who has presented himself as a goat to this country, to die, to work very hard, to make sure that we record high GDP growth, to make sure that the ordinary Ghanaian that does not have a place to sleep. You remember recently what has happened in Volta region. This man and his brother gone there to give the people, the affected victims, over 50,000 bags of rice, 30,000 tin of sugar and mackerels and all those things. We are talking about somebody who has an ordinary Ghanaian at heart. Look, John Dramani Mahama has proven that when it comes to hard work, when it comes to somebody who believes in the Ghanaian dream, when it comes to somebody who has demonstrated, he said something that posterity will be his greatest judge. This man was vilified. When it comes to Kumasi, that time that he was building the Kumasi Central Market, you had the women actually cursing him for bringing development to Asantuma. Today, when you go there, these same women are praising him. It took John Dramani Mahama less than 4 years to build the Central Market. It's been 7 years. Has Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo been able to complete the second phase of the project? It took John Dramani Mahama to commence the Kumasi International Airport. Evidences are shown that the funding of this project, the commencement, the continuation, and the completion of this project. The funding was provided by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Okay. What else should John Dramani Mahama do? We are campaigning on the track records of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He has shown it, he has led it, he has the experience, he has the competence, he has the integrity. So we are saying that no matter the candidate that the MPP shall present after November 4th, we are ready to campaign on the track records of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and nothing else.
Yes, so Alpha, we are winning. Dr. Bawumia is winning this election.
In terms, you can use your time to do.
Yeah. Thank you very much for reminding me. You know, I forgot. Yeah, so we are saying that this election that we are having come Saturday, the 4th of November, Dr. Bawumia is winning, and he's winning based on his competences, his vision for the Republic. He has made it clear that he would leverage on digital technology to improve our agric, our infrastructure, our health, our economy, our public financing, etc. And we are sure that the delegates are good. We are expecting more than 90%. Yeah, personally. Yes, that's what I am expecting. Yes. Look, Alpha.
Hey, I like your confidence.
Yes. We've been to the constituencies. We've interacted.
Do you think if Kennedy is able to get 20%, that would be victory for him?
How is that victory?
And that could mean that going into 2028 election,
you can be 50 plus 1. And let me also put this across, that this notion of if Kennedy should make an impact, is going to exit. Look, Kennedy loves his party, regardless of whatever anybody thinks. He loves the New Patriotic Party. He's been it from the beginning. And so I'm sure that eventually, if he loses, which of course is going to happen come the 4th of November, he will still stick with us. But I'm saying that Dr. Bawumia is winning this election because of a vision of leveraging on digital platforms to improve the various sectors of our economy. He's winning because of his sacrifices for the New Patriotic Party. We believe in sacrifices. We believe in devotion. We believe in commitment to the Dankwa-Bozia Dumbo tradition. And that is what Mahmoud Bawumia has done. And that is why he's winning this election. Mahmoud Bawumia is winning this election because he's the smartest and the most strategic candidate. He's proving that when it comes to the NDC strongholds, we are going to do Chempe. Consider the current northern region, which has been divided into 3. Today, when you combine Savannah, Northeast, and Northern region, we have more seats than the NDC. It never happened. Today, the Wali seat has become a traditional seat of the NDC. Since the beginning of our 4th campaign dispensation, the NDC had won throughout until we won in 2012. Today, 2012, 2016, 2020, we won. It has become a traditional seat of the New Patriotic Party. Why? Because of the contributions and the sacrifices of Mahmoud Bawumia, and that is why he's winning this election. By finishing, John Dramani Mahama.
You have 1 minute.
Masa. No. You are spoken about this candidate already. No.
You have 1 minute.
No, I will not allow.
Started at 9:51.
Why you finish talking about that?
No, he has 1 minute.
No, you will not end the show with John Dramani Mahama. Never. Let him do his great thing.
So, Brother Ali, so let me once again wish the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Dr. Eric Nkansa, a blessed birthday. Today happens to be his birthday. And
today is his birthday.
And we appreciate the contributions and the sacrifices that he's making within the ministry and the support that he's giving to the Duchum-led ministry, and of course the broader vision of the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He's a very taciturn person, very calm, but in terms of his impact in ensuring that there's peace and tranquility within the educational sector is something that it is being seen by everyone. And today we want to wish him all the best in the years to come. Thank you.
We are all joining you in wishing him a special happy birthday. Okay. So Mr. Fuga has prevented Mr. Archie from...
I mean, it's fair enough.
What are you afraid of?
We cannot end the show with him vilifying Dr. Manima. He was in the middle of the show.
Because you have the opportunity to respond. Okay. That's our show for now. Very interesting conversation. It was produced by David. You heard from Abina, and my name has been Rahim Awafu. My name has been Alpha Ali. For now, that's our show. Have a very good morning.
Sorry, Adiachi.